any ensemble, but only if it's done right.
It really, really can.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, guys, you know what's happening, right? With the weather, it's getting a lot cooler. It's getting breezier. Fall's right around the corner. What does that mean? You're going to be wearing hats, right?
Hat season!
Guys going to be wearing some really stylish hats, the fedoras and things like that outdoors. But when you're doing that, you got to remember there's etiquette that goes with that, guys. There's a way you're supposed to be doing things with a hat on and off. And here are the 5 things about men and their hats. Number 1 thing, always remove your hat when you come indoors. People stopped doing that a long time ago. I don't know why. You're supposed to remove your hat when you come inside of like a restaurant. There are certain places where you don't have to. Like if you come inside of a building and you're in the lobby of a building, you don't have to take your hat off, which is weird. Or if you're in an elevator, there's different etiquette for that. You wait until a woman enters the elevator, then you take your hat off.
Oh.
And then when they push the button to go, then you put your hat back on. So, yeah. Number 2, remove it during formal events, like obviously the national anthem,
right.
A funeral, or a procession that's coming through your area. Now, the thing about that is when you do take that hat off, it must be placed over your chest, over your heart, and the inside of the hat should be placed against your chest because you don't want people to see the inside of the hat. So you always take it off, put it up here against your chest, and that's to pay respect for anything that's happening, whether it is the national anthem, and that's your choice, of course, or especially if there's a procession, like a funeral procession coming through, you take your hat off and pay respect for that as well. Number 3. You tip it when greeting. Now, we see this in all the old westerns.
Right.
Howdy, ma'am. But that's part of it. Like when you are greeting someone or when you're thanking them for a service, you say, thank you very much. If you have your hat on and you're outside and you're walking past someone and you say, you know, howdy, how you doing, that kind of thing, you just tip the cap. It's something that you do as sort of a greeting, and that's something that's always been around, and you can still do that today. It's universal. People know exactly what you mean when you do that. But when you are talking, you take it off, all right? So it's called doffing your cap.
Oh.
You take it off when you start a conversation. And here's the thing. When you're outside, you keep your hat on until you meet someone of respect, someone who may have greater, I guess, standing than you. You take your hat off when you're talking to that person on the street.
Oh.
But then if the conversation goes on longer than a minute, you put the hat back on. And if you start to walk and talk with that person, you put the hat on, but you put it to the back of your head. It's
Really?
amazing, these rules that they have. But yes,
My
when you're
goodness.
talking to someone, the hat's got to come off so that it's a form of respect to that person. And last thing, you got to keep that hat clean. There's a lot of things that men do with their hats, and you start thinking about it. You just start wearing the hat all the time. It gets all musty and nasty on the inside. You don't clean it.
Dave
You got to
Grassoff.
clean. What's it called again?
Gamey.
Gamey. There you
Gamey.
go. You got to
Gamey.
clean that hat, whether it's a baseball hat or a fedora or a sun hat, whatever you do. You need to make sure you get in that hands-on. You scrub it around, but you never ever put it in a machine. You will always dry that in the air. You can put it on the line or just set it out in front of a window and make sure it keeps its shape, but you dry it naturally with the air. That's 5 things to know about men and their hats, because hat season is here, people. You don't have to worry about getting a haircut for 3 months, but you got to be sure to get this hat part right. For more information, go to GoodDaySacramento.com, click on Show Info for today's date, and man up for knowing exactly how to wear a hat. Good Day continues after this.
Man made the electrolyte.